Hi guys, welcome to the birthplace in Sardinia, Portugal, and now we're going into winter, so the weather is changing quite considerably, so it's getting quite chilly at night and the early mornings. So what we're going to be doing is a whole series of soups because it's Laura's favorite, and a lot of the people in our village are donating vegetables to us, so we're going to be making soup. So today we've got some lovely leeks that's donated to us by our friends in Villanova de Serra, Eddie and Leah, and these are organic potatoes from our village. So the key ingredients is leeks, potatoes as the name says, some onions, garlic, and then your seasoning, some chicken stock and some cream. Alright, so that's it.
So we make our own chicken stock?
Yeah.
But some countries you can buy chicken stock, and if you're not that lucky you can get a stock cube and mix it up with some water.
Yeah, we actually haven't seen the bottled stock in the world.
Not in Portugal, no. I haven't seen them here.
Maybe in the cities. No. Yeah, so we've made our own stock with all the chicken bones that I saved from our chicken tikka. Cool. Alright, so it's very easy. This is all the ingredients. So let's go to the stove. Okay, in a deep pan. Add some olive oil. So the soups are really easy because you just chuck everything together, you boil it, and then you can either blend it together, alright, to make a puree thickish soup, or you can leave it chunky. So a lot of people, can do either or. Okay, so once it gets to temperature, I'm just going to add 2 garlic. You can chop them, you don't have to because we're going to blend it anyway. Okay, these are 2 small onions. Okay, so the leeks and the onions are literally the same family. So the reason why we add onions is also to give a different flavor as well.
Yeah, otherwise it just becomes leaky.
Yep, that's it. And normally when you cook stews or other items where you use onions, you generally caramelize them or you saute them to the translucent. So because they're the same family, I'm putting them all together. That's enough. So this was 3 leeks, probably 2 leeks at a time. So as you can hear, it's sizzling nicely. So we're just going to let this sweat for about 5 minutes until everything's translucent, and then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. Cool. Okay, welcome back. So it's been about 5 minutes and you can see all the leeks and the onions pretty translucent. So this has been on the maximum heat of the stove and you're stirring continuously because you don't want the leeks to burn off. They're going to turn color. Alright, so in the potatoes go. So this is 3 large potatoes. And we decided we're going to make quite a bit because we're going to distribute it around the village to our neighbors. Give it a quick stir, alright, and then now your seasoning. So always add a little bit of seasoning now and then you always add afterwards. So that's about a pinch of salt. They say you can always add salt afterwards, but if you add too much salt, you can't take the salt out. Okay, so this is our chicken stock. Probably about a litre, so it's about 4 cups. Should we add more?
Okay. Put it all.
Put it all.
I always love my sopa.
Okay. That's about it. So the cream we're going to add last, once we've processed it, grated.
Why do you add it last?
Because you don't really need to cook it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, and so we're going to let this cook down, and then we'll taste again, finish it off with the cream, and then we're done. So that was it. Almost 10 minutes soup.
10 minutes soup.
Okay, so the soup is all done. And it's been cooking for about 40 minutes. As you can see, So your potatoes are nice and soft now. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to use the mixer. Mm-hmm. Just make sure you blend everything. So you can either leave some pieces for texture, or you can pulsate the whole soup so it's nice and smooth. Okay, so as you can see, it's nice and smooth. Make sure all of if there's any lumps of potatoes, you just pulse it. Okay, and then we're almost done. So now here's the part where you taste again to make sure there's enough salt and pepper. Perfect. No spice needed. And now we're just going to add a little bit of cream just to give it a nice creamy texture and flavor. And then keep some for your plating as well. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Potato and leek soup. Okay, so there you have it, leek and potato soup. And thanks again for the leeks, Leah and Eddie. And we'll be sure to keep some for you. As you can see, it's a nice silky texture. Mm-hmm. So to finish it off, you can either sprinkle some chopped herbs, fresh herbs, or a drizzle of cream, which I'm going to do. Okay, so you can also be a bit adventurous and just sprinkle some paprika, just for color and not too much to affect the flavor, just for presentation. Alright, thanks guys for watching, and catch us again for the next soup. Alright, enjoy, bye.